This week's Nifty Gifties on F5 Live Refreshing Technology and GNC Week in Review is proudly powered by the Microsoft Store. Whether you're looking for a new laptop, tablet, Xbox, games, or a whole lot more, you can get them at the Microsoft Store. Remember, current students, faculty, parents, and active military can save up to 10% off almost everything. To browse the products and learn more about the discounts, you can go to f5live.tv/Microsoft. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it's time to start talking about this, guys. It's time to start talking about CES. And they're expecting 100,000 people. That's at least 100,000, right? It's the first time since things went sideways on us. That's
yeah, they can expect all they want. I
mean, yeah, there's certainly that, but they've been pretty confident on it. Gary Shapiro, the president and CEO, said we're optimistic we can hit our attendance goal of 100,000, which would make it the largest independently audited post-pandemic tech event. Which I mean is a lot of words. With that many words, it's got to be true, right?
Well, I can tell you what I'm hearing from vendors, but our part of CES is, I mean, obviously CES has that, in a regular year has thousands of vendors, and most of them aren't there to meet with the press. They're there to try and sell things to wholesalers or get investment or something like that. So I don't know if those folks are in a different headspace, right. But talking to PR people, they're still asking us. Like I get emails every couple of weeks, like, "Are you sending people to CES? We want to know because we're still deciding whether to go to CES." So that doesn't, like when they're asking us, that doesn't sound like a great endorsement. Now, speaking to here's an interesting tidbit to know. We talking to my colleagues both at my parent company, and out at other companies. Most plan to dramatically scale back the amount of people that they sent in the last regular year, like 2019 or 2020, actually, right? In 2020. So, they plan to go, but where they might have sent like 10 people, they might send 2.
Oh, okay.
Or something like that. So, so take that for what it's worth.
It's definitely going to be interesting. We're planning on having a big presence. In fact, we're talking about taking over a second stage so that we'd be at both the Venetian and maybe Central Hall, and throwing back and forth between locations, mostly because the poor people in Central Hall can't get to our show because, well, most of them can't leave. Not everybody's, Intel or Microsoft. Neither of them have a floor presence anymore. Why were they my examples?
Well, the one thing is concerning with West Hall when they had the auto tech there, and when I was there, it was like majority of that hall, I would say 3/4, if not all, were completely barren. And it was really like they were telling that when it was there. I mean, obviously the 6 feet mask, what have you, but it was stark to see that emptiness. And if you saw my live stream when I was there covering it, or live stream, doing some taking some footage. I was like, but they're supposedly saying that from the press release, they're going to keep they're going to have hope that's going to be completely booked. And also too, they said it was like 40,000 people there. I believe it because it was like, when you're at CES, I mean, it is like wall to wall people at the expo, at the convention center, wall-to-wall people. You could, I mean, even like at CES Unveiled and Showstoppers, it's like good luck trying to like sit down or try to find a place to interview someone or, so this year should be interesting, upcoming interesting should be interesting to find out, if these companies are going to show up. God forbid something happens where they have to put the mask back on. I mean, there's a whole lot of different variables to that's going to happen.
Yeah, the thing is, you can't blame companies or journalists or anybody who might be thinking of going for either dramatically reducing their investment or not investing, because you don't know. Like, things seemed to be going so nicely like last fall at this time, and then Omicron came in November, the end of November or so, and by January it was a bad situation, and we were, like maybe 2-3 weeks before having these conversations at my job, like, do we cancel? And we were not the first but not the last to cancel going, and almost everybody else canceled. So, like, you don't know what's going to happen. Now, I do kind of feel like the America anyway is in a place where folks are less, like, the actual amount of disease spreading could be just as bad or worse, but people seem to have moved to a place where they're like, hey, if I get sick, I get sick. That's not my attitude at all. But I still wear a mask a lot. But I know that's my sense of where, like, a lot of people are. Yeah. And so I can imagine them saying, like, who cares what new variant comes out December, November, we're still going to go. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah. And, the international companies, the foreign travel aspect is still a little odd. There's not the restrictions that there were this time last year, but, there's still international travel concerns that didn't exist in 2020. In 2019, when we were planning for 2020, there weren't the travel restrictions that there are now. So I think that's going to cause some problems too.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
We'll see.
Sure.
All right.
Hello, YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of F5 Live Refreshing Technology. If you did, please subscribe to the channel down below, and of course hit the notification bell, because we know that subscriptions don't mean much on YouTube anymore. If you've got topics that you'd like us to talk about in the future, please comment them down below. And if you'd like to not follow us on YouTube, there's lots of ways that you can follow along with our content by going to PLUGHITZLive.com/subscribe. There you'll see all of our shows and all of the ways that you can watch, listen, and follow along.